What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Lando Success. Hope all is well. Hope you guys are getting ready for the weekend. Let's get some housekeeping out the way. When we are live, the goal is to keep the likes at 50%. So if we have 100 people in here, we need 50 likes. If we got 1,000, we need 500. We got 1,000,000, we need 500K. Let's get this thing popping. So what I'm going to do is go through my script. We're going to break it down of the news and everything I see popping with current topics such as news topics, crypto, stock market. We had CPI data today, so we will cover that a little bit, and I will answer all the questions. So you have any questions, just leave them in the comments, and soon we will probably start taking calls. I don't know when, but we will start taking calls so you guys can call in, ask your questions, and all that good stuff. But first, we have to give a shout out to Moomoo, who always doing their thing. And right now, you guys can get up to 15 free stocks. The two extra stocks they're given outside of the 15 is Tesla or Google. Was Expedia? Looked like they just switched it up. $0 trading commissions. To get your free stocks, you deposit $100. And you get 5 free stocks, and you get $50 cash reward. So you can invest, take it out, do whatever you like. $1,000 get you 15 and 50, and 5,000 get you 15, 50, and 1. I have the link pinned to the bottom, or you can go in the description and check that out. So the most current news that I'm just seeing, I haven't heard anything about this to now, is Maui wildfire death toll raised to 36. Biden declare major disaster in Hawaii. So I ain't even know what was popping. They say Maui Fire that hit, I'm not going to say that, is 80% contained, officials said. So they finally starting to contain it. The rescue efforts are continued Thursday after the death toll of the fast-moving wildfires wreaking havoc through Hawaii increased to 36, Maui County says. So it looks very bad. Nearly 11,000 people are still without power. 11,000 is a lot on an island. Satellite photos show an entire community burnt to the ground with blocks of charred remains, with hundreds of homes and shops once stood. And the video shared earlier, so we had to see that video. Like, that's crazy. But one thing I do have is an update to say live Fox News, Maui Fire burns. Let's see what they are talking about right here.
In Maui, we're covering these wildfires right now that are happening in Hawaii. Pretty devastating stuff. We now know the death toll has climbed to 36, so that might continue to climb throughout the day. I would imagine it would as we get new details about what is happening there. So that's a live look there. You can see it look.
So it is like that looked terrible. Like that looked like something off a movie. So in Michigan, they've been having fires allegedly in Canada, and the smoke has been, this is terrible. The smoke has been coming all the way over here. So some days our air quality be worse in the country, man. Like a few weeks ago, a month ago, it was like 150, and you literally go outside and you, like me, I have asthma, but it never really affect me like once a year, twice a year. Soon as I went outside, I felt it. I'm like, oh, I need to go get me a inhaler. Let's see what these people are saying.
With hospitals busy tending to burn victims and people suffering from smoke inhalation.
There's nothing left.
The historic town of Lahaina experiencing some of the most catastrophic damage, making it unrecognizable to the people who've lived and worked there.
What we saw looked like an area that had been bombed.
Dry vegetation and intense winds from passing Hurricane Dora.
What I'm trying to see is like, how you get here? Like when you are in certain areas with a lot of trees and certain areas in California, it seemed like they would have some type of measure, like some type of situation set up. So soon as the fire started going crazy, it's like, yo, let's shut this down. Not now, but like now, and try to contain it. But when you got that many trees and that much going on, it could be bad. So another bad thing for the people over here in the States when it come down to your mortgage rates. So when people see Jerome Powell raise interest rates, and it's like, okay, it don't affect the regular person. It do, you just don't see it until it's too late. This is a prime example. Mortgage rates rise to just short of 7%. U.S. mortgage rates rose for the third straight week in a row, but stayed under 7% threshold. The 30-year fixed rate mortgage averages 6.96 in a week ending in August 7th, up from 6.9 just a week ago. A year ago, the 30-year fixed rate was 5.22%. So a year ago, if you bought a house, let's break this down. If you bought a house 1 year ago, your 30-year mortgage, if it's a fixed interest rate, is 5%. So meaning, if you got a $300,000 home and you got a 30-year mortgage and you borrowed that from the bank, they like, look, we locking you in fixed at 5.22% over the next 30 years. I can't do the numbers in my head, so let me just paraphrase and say, over that 30 years, let's say you're going to pay us extra $40,000. So it's going to be $40,000. You paying us that extra 30 years, however it calculate. If you go from 5% to 7%, that can be a small extra $20,000. That could be an extra $100,000, depending on how big the loan is. That add up for 30 years. And I was probably just being nice with my numbers, but that is not good, man. So there's no doubt continued high rates will prolong affordability challenges longer than expected. Freddie Mac, chief economist, however, upward pressure on rates is the product of resilience economy with low unemployment and strong wage growth. They always talking about, oh, we got strong wage growth. The survey includes only borrowers who put 20% down and have excellent credit. So the survey they did is the perfect people. 20% down. So if you get in a $300,000 crib and you have to put 20% down, you got to have $6,000. I mean, I don't even, let me reframe that. I won't say that because 10% of that's $60,000. Like, think of that. $60,000 down. Here goes $60K cash, y'all. And you got perfect credit. You got $60,000 sitting around. You probably do get perfect credit. The markets has been waiting for July inflation report. Released Thursday morning. That report showed inflation rose in July to 3.2% annually compared to 3% increase in June. That was the first time inflation picked up in a year. The data showed that shelter costs contribute 90%. So that's for people to live is the main thing. People is going higher. Affordability challenges remains. You don't need to read that. You could just read this. You can't afford it. People can't afford it. Like, it's bad, man. What's your thoughts in the comments about that? Now we can switch over to cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency, it's been having its ups and downs. I feel a rally is coming, like soon, like real soon. Rally should be popping. I said right around the 10th, so we are right around there. But in this article right here, say Bitcoin is falling. Why even key inflation data may not matter to crypto. Great article. Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies fell back on Thursday, continuing to languish below peak levels reached earlier this year. A historically quiet period for the digital assets could mean that even key inflation data might not move that needle. So right now we are, you got stocks and you got crypto. And if we look at my futures right here, we look at Bitcoin. You look at year to date. Year to date, we're up. Look good. Look at the Dow. Year to date, it's close, but it's not the same. It's going up, but it's going up different. You know, Bitcoin will go up, go sideways, go up, go sideways, go up, go sideways, go down. Then go up, go sideways, go down. Go up, go sideways, go down. Then we getting ready to go back up. So if we look at it, It's getting ready to go back down, probably this area, and then get ready to go up and probably even go on a strong rally. And I hate one of those articles that's terrible and you look at it, but we just look at it ourselves. We look at Bitcoin right now. We are in the red, such as the whole market cap today, not too much, under 0.5%. Bitcoin is currently at 29,443 of them things. And you see in the last week, we are basically even. So if you bought a week ago, you're really just chilling. You made a little bit of money, but you did see a high of over 30,000. Then it tried to reach it again, and now we are doing that. Like I said, we go sideways, go down, go up, and it is on repeat. You look in the last month, we are technically down. So people was wondering, when is that rally coming? But if you look back that last year, we are up 23%. So Bitcoin, if you are OG, you're used to this. We used to seeing 70,000 Bitcoin. We used to seeing $3,000 Bitcoin. Like I remember when I had a chance to buy Bitcoin at $3,000. And I didn't do it. I remember, right? So this is what happened. So for my new people that's new to crypto, we got a lot of younger followers. What happened was everybody's talking about Bitcoin. And you like, look, once people start talking about it, you kind of missed out. It's over with. I missed out on it. I didn't make any money. So you're like, man, I'm not buying in. All right, I'll buy in a little bit because it's going up. So then it went to, basically, we're going to say 20,000. At that point, you like, man, let me buy in because this is about to go to 100K everybody's talking about. So you put a boatload in, because I remember I first got in Bitcoin and I made $10,000. My first experience with Bitcoin, I made $10,000, right about like 10,000. And I took my money out. I'm like, this is about to go down. This is going to crash. I came up. And once I took it out, it went from 10,000 to 20,000. I'm like, bro, I'm a freaking idiot. I missed out on all of this money. Let me put in a boatload of money because it's about to go to 100,000. I put in my money right here, and then I lost all my money. And I'm like, okay, it went from that to that, and I just pulled my money out. I just took a L. So I'm like, okay, I'm still kind of in the green. So what happened was, you got to think, when Bitcoin went to 20,000, that was in 2017. It literally stayed in this nasty sunken place for years. This is a time when I seen it go under 4,000, or I can get Bitcoin about $3,000. I'm like, man, this is crazy. It was 20,000, 19,000. I can possibly get some, but it's probably about to go down to zero at this point. So I'm not about to do it. And you seen it go back up. You're like, oh man, I'm mad. I should have got in when it was 3,000. Now it's too high, but you ain't mad because it went back down again. So it's like, all right, it didn't go to 3,000, but it went to like 5,000. And then that's when you had the craziest rally of your freaking life. This is what I remember. So it's always good. Like, seeing 29,000 Bitcoin is crazy. So always remember, stay buying in on those days, man. You never know exactly when things can pop off. Everybody that just came in here, you got any questions, you got any things you want me to check out, leave the comments, and once I'm finished, we will go over them. So today we did have CPI data was released, and you look at the stock market, and you have the Dow's in the green, you have NASDAQ in the green, you have, it's mixed. You had really mixed results. You didn't get anything just dominant. And this article on Moomoo, make sure you guys sign up on Moomoo. 3 reasons why investors should be cautious about July's very encouraging CPI reading. Thursday, consumer price report for July is reinforcing the views that the U.S. inflation can come down without a recession of major uptick in unemployment, and boosting the likelihood of the Federal Reserve will take no action in September. Still, there's plenty of reason for investors to be careful on interpreting the report, which shows underlying core inflation easing over the past 12 months to 4.7 from 4.8. Yeah, we went down a 0.1%. Look at us. Stock investors have cheered the data because it appears to support the thesis of continued disinflation in the U.S. So let's read on. Marco strategist will so and so 3 reasons why. The bottom line is that July CPI data was very encouraging, which boosts hopes for a soft landing and reinforcement market expectations that the Fed has reached its terminal rate, meaning shit already hit the fan and really can't get too much worse. He also said there are some upside inflation risks in the months ahead, but the supply chain normalization is finally passing through the core goods disinflation, and many other pandemic inflation villains are showing signs of better balance. That means in 2020, when we had the COVID and all of that stuff, and you had so many manufacturers backed up, you had deals with China that wasn't going through. So now things are finally starting to run a little bit smoothly. On a monthly basis, the core CPI rate was 0.02% for the second straight month. Best back-to-back month inflation reading since early 2021. So they point at that like, look, even though it's basically nothing, they like something is better than nothing. And look, you guys, we are doing better. Everything is great. We should be good. So I honestly believe the market is on a upside. We are, you see, since the beginning of the year, we've been rallying. We've been doing good. So I believe it's going to continue staying on an upside. We were in a recession. It was just a different recession that we're not used to seeing, because recession, the old school recession, everybody broke, nobody got jobs, stocks going crazy, the market is crashing. Our inflation now is like, okay, our recession now is like, okay, we have a pandemic. People is broke, but they can do gig jobs, still kind of have money. It's like, how's people broke but still traveling? It's a little weird. It's a little different one. So let me know your thoughts in the comments about that. And I have some great news for good old. Oh, nope. Actually, let me start that. Where is it? I had it. Hold on. Where is you? Where are you? It was XRP. There we go. I got some good news for my XRP holders. Gemini excited to announce XRP is now available for trade. Hold on. Was that a wrestler slamming somebody? They are. Let's go. That's XRP slamming the SEC, baby. Excited to announce XRP is available trading on Gemini. This is freaking a great move. They did a vlog talking about it. Let's see what they are talking about. We're delighted to announce the support of XRP Ledger. XRP look like they got to deal with Ledger. Add a new blockchain to Gemini, growing list of support next networks. You can trade here, USDC, all them different type of ways. XRP, we know about it. So basically, this is a good move for myself and holders, because for so long you haven't been able to buy this easy. Now you can buy it, so you're going to have downsides. You see, like, even though it's great news, you want the spike, it's going to happen because people is going to keep on buying it. If you look at the volume is over $1 billion in the last 24 hours. People is buying an XRP, they're selling it, they're trading it. The market cap is at 33 billion at 5 right now. BNB is close, and that's at 4. So once BNB make it available to buy over there, it will take over BNB and probably become number 4. And nothing ain't topping that top 3 because that's that's too high. But it's going to be top 5, top 10. That is good news for the holders. And if we look at the price right now, it's down in the last day. The last week, we are down 5%. Last month, still up over 32%, even after that spike. And you see it slowly, it got a line of going kind of down. I don't know if this stopped it right here. This line can be a sign of no more craziness, and it just goes sideways and finally go back up. But, that's the initial reaction of what's popping and what is going on. So let's see what questions you guys have. H bar plus sauce. What's your thoughts on Hedera? Hedera is a coin, whether you like them or not, they're going to win in life, because it's not always about what you know, is who you know. And the people that they acquire on their team is the top people, top billionaires, top companies in the world. So they have the smartest people. They have the most money, such as just as a community of billionaires. They're going to figure it out. So it's not if they're going to figure it out, it's when they're going to figure it out. So I believe it's something that you plan to buy and hold for 20 years. 20 years. Make that your retirement. That's your retirement fund. You buy a little bit of H-bar. If you just literally did $10 a day, is he eating? All right, tell him to eat his pizza if you want to go to Chuck E. Cheese. Oh, no, ask him, is he eating? So the deal is I'm taking my son to Chuck E. Cheese after this, and I'm like, hey, man, we got to get this thing popping. But to be honest, H-bar is a win. I honestly like it. How high do you think Hedera can reach on the next bull market? So let's look at it. Let's go and look at it right here. So if we go to Hedera, it is at number 30. And you're looking at your all-time high. All-time high is at 47 cents. We're just going to round it up and say 50 cents, right? And right now, we're at 5 cents. So if it 10x, it needs a 10x to go back to its all-time high. That next bull run, which is about to happen very, very soon, the sky is the limit. The first thing is hitting back to this mark in February. So the first mark will be 8 cents. You want to hit 8 cents. Once you hit 8 cents and it go past it and go past to 9 cents, 10 cents, that's when you're going to get that rush. And the next bull run, it will go to 24 cents and settle down back at 20 cents. And you got to look at it right now. If you're buying in, getting it at 5 cents, 10 cents, 15, 20, you're 3xing your money just off of this. And to be honest, it's not about to go too much lower. And the last, in its history of existence, the lowest you was able to get it was for 1 cent. So let's just say, and recently the lowest you had 4 cents. This is with crazy stuff, pandemic, everything. Worst case scenario, go down to 1 cent. So you buy in and you go down 4 times your money. That's worst case scenario. It ain't going to do any worse than that. So I honestly think it's a great long-term buy, in my opinion. Jason in the building. How high will XRP will be per coin? The sky is the limit for XRP. You really can't. You can't chart XRP. You can't box XRP in. Can't do it. Because their community is one of the strongest communities in all of cryptocurrency. That's why it's number 5. That's why it's the bad boy. And it's the bad boy finally winning. It's like in WWE, remember, like The Rock started off as Rocky Balboa, his bad boy. You had Triple X before everybody loved him. So like you had so many people that started off as bad boys, and XRP, the SEC in the world, made them the bad boys. Nobody don't want to touch them because, you can't buy it everywhere. You got to go on the dark web to get it. So that helped build a strong community for XRP, because people are like, hey, if everybody's scared to touch it, that must mean something. That must mean they doing something right and they're doing something good. And once that news came out, because we knew it was going to come out, we just didn't know when. And you look at this at its high, what was it, over $3? So it's at $3 even, and that's just crazy. And you seen the bull run after that was 175, and this small run went up to 90 cents. So we having our small bull runs, but the goal is for it to first get back over $1. Once we get back over $1, we'll be able to figure it out and see exactly and look at our numbers and be able to have a better understanding of it. But I believe it can definitely keep on popping and keep going up. Do we have anything else we talk about? So SEC, they have a big decision to make tomorrow. SEC to announce major Bitcoin ETF decision. What's popping? Did he eat? Okay. All right, so give him his chips. The SEC is poised to announce a significant decision concerning Bitcoin ETF, a moving keen await by the cryptocurrency markets. According to ETF analysis, James so-and-so decision related to ARC 21 shares Bitcoin ETF will likely be released by the end of tomorrow. Although the official deadline is slated for the 13th, that falls on a Sunday, leading to the anticipation of the announcement earlier that day. Through the report. So basically, if they announce this Bitcoin ETF, our rally could start tomorrow. I don't know if it's going, we don't know, but it could start tomorrow. Reason being, once you approve a Bitcoin future ETF, the reason for the young people that don't understand what's popping. So basically, the old money, the big money is with Vanguard, is with the E-Trades and Merrill Lynch and all them old boring companies. That's where all the big money is. That's people have their 401ks or retirement. Company you work for is usually tied in with one of those. And those type of people, my mentor, he watched Bitcoin, look at Bitcoin, but he wouldn't invest in Bitcoin because it's not safe enough. So he watched it and monitor it, but I ain't gonna get it. Once it go to a Vanguard, ARK investment, now they like, okay, now we can buy in on it, and it's a lot safer and it's easier where a fund manager can manage it and you can do your risk. And that means Bitcoin has officially went mainstream to the wealthy that's not inside our world. So that would be good and would be a great rally. I don't know what happened, why I'm freezing. Wonder why did that happen? I'm just seeing myself just froze. I don't know. My camera must look at that. Oh, man. I'm in the zone just over here on freeze mode, but we still good. So overall, that is a good move and would help the whole crypto ecosystem out. And I would be excited to see what happened, to check out the rally. So if you guys have any questions, need anything, feel free to holler at a player. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and help out the channel a lot. See you guys tomorrow.